Hey everybody, welcome to Ping. Let's get after it. First letter comes from a guy named Tony. It says, Dear Ping, I'm curious to hear your wisdom on the subject of safety gear. Motorcycle racing is an inherently dangerous sport. Given the significant risk of harm, sanctioning bodies have attempted to mitigate the severity of injuries by requiring protective gear. Participants have become accustomed to helmet, boots, and eye protection requirements while competing on a motorcycle. However, many participants recoil at the mandate of additional safety devices. It is often asserted that the requirement of additional protection, such as neck and back gear, will make it less comfortable to ride. By that same reasoning, it could be argued that all safety gear, by its very nature, might impede comfort and speed, yet we've accepted certain safety measures as necessary to prevent serious injury. I am sure some trainers and riders could make a theoretical argument that they could go faster without the added weight and reduced situational awareness that comes with wearing a helmet. However, the sport acknowledges that helmets are a necessary sacrifice to speed in order to prevent catastrophic injury. If sanctioning bodies require helmets, why do they also not require other forms of protection? Where should the line be drawn? Is paralysis or death from neck and back injuries not more serious than that of an injured ankle from not wearing a pair of boots? Wouldn't mandatory back or neck protection help mitigate serious risks of long-term injury? I'm not advocating for any rule changes, but would you agree that the line in the sand for mandatory safety gear is, to some degree, arbitrary? How far do we go with mandating safety gear? Always enjoy hearing your thoughts, Tony. All right, let's get into it. There's two undeniable truths when it comes to traumatic injuries. The head and the torso are the two places that will kill you. Okay, so helmet, obviously, pretty good idea. And I would say chest protection, specifically on the front, and specifically some type of plastic hard protection from here to your waistline should be being used. It's not nearly enough. It should be. You could chop a leg off. You could break an arm into 90 pieces. Doesn't matter. You're not going to die, likely, okay, unless you sever a femoral artery, and even then, as long as they get to you and tourniquet you, you'd be okay. Those things will kill you. But saying that neck and back protection, because I can see what you're driving at here. You're making it sound like it's arbitrary and neck and back protection should be mandated. I'm not a guy who likes mandating anything. If you're not smart enough to wear protective gear, then it's on you. I mean, I just think let guys decide for themselves. It's not the promoter or the sanctioning body's job. I will say that boots, gloves, and goggles are a necessity too, right? You simply can't go ride at speed with other people without those pieces of gear. You wear tennis shoes, you're gonna break your ankles. You don't wear gloves, you're gonna blister and slip off the bar. I mean, these things, you wear it because you have to. You can't really ride the way we do without it. A helmet, I mean, maybe you're being facetious there, but it's like, I think everyone agrees helmets are a good idea. They're not limiting your range of motion or your vision. It's fine. Neck braces, not nearly as cut and dry. Okay. And people will argue, well, look at this study that Liat put out. Well, yeah, Liat did the study. And I'm not knocking their brace. I'm not for or against neck braces. I just say, hey, folks can make their own decision. But I'll tell you what I think about it. How do you test those? How can you accurately test that with any degree of accuracy? A test dummy or a cadaver have no muscle tone. They aren't gonna act in the way that a human body is gonna act when it's crashing. Every crash is different. You can't just take a dummy and drop it down on its head and go, oh well, the brace prevented cervical spine compression. Okay, well the human body isn't just a limp bunch of plastic parts, and crashes don't just drop you straight onto your head. There's always forward inertia. Everything is different, like I said, based on your physical makeup, the speed that you're going. I mean, there's a million different variables. There's no way to accurately test that and say with any degree of certainty that it does this much percentage better or whatever. So I just think because of that, because it isn't cut and dry, people should make their own decisions. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you wear it or don't wear it. Make your own decision. If you feel comfortable wearing it, wear it. If you don't, I don't think that's something anyone should mandate. That's my opinion. And anytime somebody is funding or they're doing a study for their own product, zero integrity in that. Okay, and that goes for pharmaceutical companies who pay for certain places to do their studies. That happens all the time. But I will just say this, at the end of the day, it's not the promoter's job, the sanctioning body's job, the track owner's job to mandate safety gear. You know the risks when you come in. You make your own decisions on what kind of safety gear you want to wear. That's the best way to do it. Sorry, I think that could be put on race teams. I know for a while there were some race teams that told their riders, hey, if you don't wear a chest protector, we're going to dock you pay or whatever. I mean, to me, as a team owner, protect your investment. Make them wear at least those things that, no one can argue that chest protector doesn't work. It's very, very cut and dry. Tony, thanks for the question. I appreciate it. Next one says, what's up, David? Love the Ping videos and the Whiskey Throttle show. Keep up the awesome work. I was wondering if you could help me with some advice. My son is 9 and in his second full year of riding, he is still a beginner, but he has zero interest in riding a dirt bike. Do you have any advice on how to get him more engaged? He only rides because I make him go ride with me. And when he does, he rides around the track like a grandma riding her moped to church. He doesn't even try to get better. Other kids his age seem to blow by him and he doesn't even care. It's super frustrating because he seems very athletic and I think he would be pretty good if he actually tried. In the Whiskey Throttle podcast with Denny Stevenson, he said he got rid of his kid's bike and his kid didn't even notice it was gone. I'm afraid my son would be the same way. I remember you saying you weren't real excited about racing when you first started, but you learned to love it. What can I do to help my son find that love? He's not very interested in learning any sport, but I would be so happy if he enjoyed riding a dirt bike, and I think he could be happy too if he gave it a real chance. Thanks, David. You're a true ambassador of the sport. Here's what I would tell you, and there's no name on this. Sorry, I wish I had your name here, but I don't. You got to keep it fun. Remember what the goal should be, and that is to go do something fun with your kid, spending some quality time with him. That's the stuff that matters way down the road. He's going to have core memories of you guys at the track. And is it going to be memories of you screaming at him and upset because he wasn't loving it as much as you? You don't want that. So I would say do whatever it is that he enjoys on that bike. Find what that is. Is it trail riding? I take my girls riding and they don't like tracks. They want to go find a little trail that, wanders out into the brush and see how far they can go. So I trail along with them and we go, cruise down fire roads and we explore. That's what they like to do. That might not be super fun for you, but if you get him having fun on a motorcycle doing that, maybe as he gets a little better, he'll come back to the track and go, you know what, this is pretty fun. So just remember the goal should be you guys having fun on a bike together, spending time together, making memories together. That's what's important. So when you take him to the track, do the things he likes to do. Buy him candy, buy him hot dogs, whatever it takes. I still like that when I go to the track. So I got to imagine he would. Anyway, good luck. I hope that helps maybe a little bit if that would be my advice. So best of luck, man. Okay, last one. Hi there, Ping. My name is Konstantinos. I am from Greece, and I'm a diehard fan of you and your podcast. My question is, I am trying to find the new YZ250 2022 model, but with no luck. I am searching all over Europe, but nowhere to find one. What is your take? Should I wait for the 23 model? Or if I find one, take it. Do you believe that Yamaha will change it in 2023, taking the 125 updates? I know it's too early for some information, but if someone knows, it will be you. I would love hearing you back. Have a great day. Greetings from Greece. But I wish I could give you more info on that. I honestly don't know. I do know that typically when they make a change to one, those same type of changes are coming. But that YZ250 is a very proven power plant. The chassis, it did get the bodywork updates. The chassis is amazing. There's not a better two-stroke 250, period, when it comes to chassis and suspension and handling and corning and all that stuff. Do they have some room for improvement in the engine? Yes. But as you increase performance, reliability typically comes down and issues. So I think they're trying to just find that balance. There are some things they could do. Exhaust, V-force reed block, that type of thing. And I'm not sure if they will. I honestly can't give you that advice, but I would say the 22, you could take that and very easily make more horsepower. It already has the updated bodywork. That won't change. So if they do change anything, it would be exhausts, maybe something in the cylinder and like a V-force reed block. You can do that to a 22. So I would say if you can find a 22, buy it. But if you want to wait for the 23, you can't go wrong there either. All right. Hope that helps, man. Thanks for tuning in from Greece. I appreciate that. That's really cool. Thank you, everybody, for the letters. See you next week.